today. If you can hear me, just say yes if you could. If you can hear me, say yes. If you can hear me, I'd appreciate if you shoot me a comment just to say yes, you can hear me. I want to make sure that you can hear me before I get started here, please. All right, if you can hear me, please say yes. Okay, cool. Thanks so much. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys remember if you were here yesterday or not, but I put out a video, and that video was based on a 26-year-old man, Cuban guy, who had an accident. He had an accident, and unfortunately, this accident caused 4 people to lose their lives. So it was a very tragic accident, and 4 people lost their lives in that accident. Now, I came to you yesterday to talk about that accident because I wanted to get some perspective. I wanted to get your thoughts, your opinions on this particular situation that took place. The reason why this was so, hit home so much for me is because it's within my industry. It's within the industry that I work in every day. So when I saw the article, I was somewhat surprised by a 110-year sentence. So I wanted to come to you, talk to you about it, and get some idea from you how you saw this particular incident. And we had some various opinions. We had some people that looked at that situation who said, 110-year sentence was way too much time for anybody to serve for an accident. I looked at it as an accident. I read the different articles, some different articles in different places, and after reading those articles, in my mind, I looked at that as an accident. No alcohol was involved, no drugs were involved, so I just looked at that as an accident. And how I see it is, if this situation does not qualify as an accident, then there aren't any accidents anymore. And I guess that's what it's about now in America. Everything is about litigation. Everything is about pointing and blaming somebody for something. Now, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. This guy has some responsibility in what happened. I've read some different things that said he should have been able to get off. He was speeding, some different things, and I understand that. And I do believe that he has some responsibility for this accident. No two ways about that. And he deserves he deserves, some fault for this accident. And he's had to spend time already in prison for what he's done. But when we're talking about 110 years, to me, that's just excessive, especially for, again, an accident. Now, some people looked at it and they said that, this guy was negligent, and he may have not done a pre-trip, he may have been speeding, he should have gotten off on the runaway. I hear all of that, and I understand what you're saying when you say that. I get that. But I think it's easy to Monday morning quarterback. I think it's easy to say what the guy should have done. But until you're in that situation, you don't really, to me, you can't really judge that person, unless you're in that situation and dealing with it yourself. And the other part of that to me is that whether he was negligent or not, I'm not arguing that he wasn't negligent. But what I am arguing is that it was an accident, even if he was negligent. Because to me, negligence doesn't mean that, it wasn't an accident. You can be negligent and it still be an accident. And that's what I think it was in this particular situation. I'm not going to hold you long. I have a plane to catch here shortly. I wanted to come on real quick today and say thank you for all of the comments. There were 3.4 million people that signed the petition for this driver to get out of jail with time served. They said that there's going to be an appeal. He'll be able to go through.
A8 Alpha 8 B10 is closed for the day, so there's no flights going out of B10. So if you are sitting over there wondering where you're going, please give me over here.
So they were saying that he's going to be able to do an appeal, possibly, and get, maybe get his sentence reduced. I certainly hope that he will be able to do that, because just, when I look at that 110 years, it's just way too much time. Now, again, I don't want to lose the fact that 4 people lost their lives. I don't want to forget there were victims involved in this. And I certainly think that those 4 people didn't do anything wrong. They should not have lost their lives. But unfortunately, they did. And giving this guy 110 years, if giving him 110 years would bring those people back, I would be all for giving him 110 years. But it's not going to bring those people back. Giving him that amount of time as a 26-year-old man who had no intention of doing what he did. He had no intentionality behind going out and running into those people. Now, again, people can say different things about what he should have done. I'm not going to get into that in that lane. I'm sure there's a lot that could have been done, but it wasn't. And what happened. And sometimes, I'm sure he deserves some time for that. But some of you thought 110 years was excessive, and others thought that it wasn't. Some of you thought he should have gotten life. I heard some of you saying that. I heard some of you talk about how there were 2 justice systems. There was a justice system for the minority, and there is a justice system for the majority. Now, I think you have a good point. I think more so I see it as, yes, there are 2 systems. And there's a system whereas if you don't have money, you're in trouble. If you do have some money, you have a better chance of getting yourself off. And that's just how the world works. It's a green world that we live in now. And if you don't have green, then you have what could be a big problem. I'm sure that if you found yourself in that situation, many of you who commented and said that the guy should have gotten life, if you found yourself or you found a family member in that situation, I don't think that you would judge as harshly as you're judging this young man. That's just my opinion. I don't hold it against you. I think that everybody, can feel and have whatever opinion they want to have. But at the end of the day, we are still talking about another young person, 26 years old. Again, with no intention of hurting or killing anybody, but it was an accident. Again, for some reason, it just doesn't seem like there's a such thing as an accident anymore, especially if this doesn't qualify as an accident. I just wanted to share with you that with you today. I want to thank all of you again who commented, and some of you who may have even signed that petition yourselves. Good. Hopefully that it helps this young man out and he's able to get on with his life. And again, I want to send out again and say that we definitely feel for the families that lost their loved ones, because I'm sure that's a very hard pill to swallow, to know that your loved ones, innocent, hadn't done anything wrong, and their lives were just taken. So definitely want to say condolences to those folks, and my prayers and my heart goes out to you and your families. Rich and poor, 2 different systems. The rich, people that have, people that don't have. And if you don't have, you got a problem in the system that we live in today. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I wish all of you the very best. Enjoy your holidays that's coming up. Enjoy this Sunday. I'm sure some of you out there watching some football games today. That's just how that goes. Enjoy yourself. 110 is crazy, somebody says. Yeah, I believe that too. I definitely believe that. All right. So, ladies and gents, you have a great rest of your day and have a great week. Enjoy the holidays and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays to all of you. We'll see you on the other side. And as always, see you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded. Shalom.